Sure, there are thousands of ways you can structure it, and that can be overwhelming. So today I'm giving you 9 price list improvements you need to make for your boutique photography business. I'm Sarah Petty, photographer and founder of one of the most profitable portrait photography studios in the United States. And my passion is teaching you how you can run a business that is financially successful and where you can put your family first. You shouldn't have to choose. In all the years I've been coaching and teaching portrait photographers, I see so many things when I look at photographers' price lists that are fingernails on the chalkboard. So grab your pen and paper because these are going to help you tremendously. Number 1, choose your words carefully. Every single word on your price list is so important because you don't want a bunch of blah, blah, blah on there. Every word should be there for a reason, and your words create value for what you're offering. I see photographers using words like, you get a copy of this, or prints. For us, we call ours artwork or portraits, not prints. And if you're using the word spend, right? If you're gonna spend this, replace it with the word invest. Okay, so it's invest, not spend. It's portraits, not prints. And really, I challenge you to get rid of the word shoot in your vocabulary. It's a portrait session. We're not shooting. That's really become an ugly word. So replace shoot with session. Number 2, eliminate print credits. Okay, people always ask me what's in the session fee and what should it include? I believe your session fee should be for your time and materials to create the images for the client to purchase for their home. Okay, notice how I say that, for their home. It shouldn't include a ton because that in itself is a lot of work. That's your time and you have value. I want you to be respected as an artist. Anyone else's time that you meet with, whether it's a doctor or you get a consultant to do anything for you, you're paying for their time and your time is worth something too. Listen, I've made about every mistake there is to make and I've tested so many of these things. When I included a print credit, it created confusion, it devalued my time, but it also made people think, oh, this is what I get. I bought this and it came with this, so I'm done. So it really put them in a box and it didn't allow them to think about all the other things they might want. It really limited my sales. Again, your session fee should be for your time and materials only. Number 3, incorporate a la carte pricing. I prefer a la carte pricing over packages all day long, and here's why. Packages put people in a box, right? Because if the package is $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, let's just say, picking random numbers, sort of like, okay, I pick the box and that's what I'm gonna order. I have tested this with different price points and that's what they pick. The best clients come in and they pick the biggest package and that's what they invest. Once I took that away, the sky's the limit. I get $10, $15, $17, $20,000 orders and higher because I don't put them in a box. I think it also creates so much confusion because when you're creating a package, you put a bunch of stuff in there to create a bunch of value, but then the client might not want that exact thing. Can I trade 2 of these for 1 of these? And well, grandma wants this. Can I trade this? And it becomes a nightmare. Why make them pick a certain thing? And when people ask about packages, I explain that, look, I might have one client invest $5,000 in 3 wall portraits, 1 of each child, and another person invests the same amount in a book. Why do I want everybody to leave with the same package? Because everybody's different. I think most people do packages because they're scared. They want to make it easier on themselves. They don't want to be pushy or salesy. They want to make it look like it's really easy for the client to decide and purchase, but really what it does is it overwhelms them. So I think a la carte is the way to go. So my recommendation is a la carte and get serving and selling skills so you can make everything custom like a really nice restaurant, not a Happy Meal. Number 4, price with odd numbers. Okay, if you want to be respected, you're probably going to want to learn a little bit about pricing strategy. Your prices are going to be at the bare minimum based on your cost of sales. So that's what it's costing you in product, right? So the lab fees and the framing and all the costs that go into making what you're selling. And then there's a markup. So if you're just guessing and you're like, oh, my artwork is $200, $300, $400, it makes the client go, it looks like they just made that up. They seem too high. Versus it's $483. It's like, oh, well, there must be a reason that that's the case. The other thing it does is it allows you to inch your prices higher and no one's going to notice. When they're all on the $100 or a super even pattern, it's really easy to know when you've raised prices. Number 5, please stop discounting. Discounting hurts you. So if you have the word discount anywhere on your price list, take it off. Okay, when you're using that as a strategy to attract clients, you're attracting the wrong clients. You're positioning yourself as a low-end photographer and you're teaching your best clients to wait for a sale. And the worst part is you're really devaluing your artwork because now everybody thinks of it as being worth what that sale price was. So they don't want to pay full price ever again. So you've just devalued your artwork and there goes your profit. Stop discounting. Hey, before we get into the final 4 tips, if you want a free cheat sheet to really help you with your pricing, I'm going to stick it in the description below. So go grab that. Number 6, please invest in professional design. I know we all have fonts on our computers. We think, ooh, shiny fonts. We think we can sit down and design something ourselves, but we can't. There's so much about good design, from combining typography and leading and kerning. That's the space between the lines and the letters, and how you combine different fonts and all of the elements of great design that maybe you haven't been trained with. So please invest in professional design. And if you're saying, oh, but I don't have a big budget, trade with somebody. Find a great graphic designer and say, hey, I'll photograph your family if you design my price list and the things that I need designed. Bam! Number 7, professionally print your price lists. Look, what has more value? Something like this that's beautiful, that has images on it and beautiful photos of the products we offer, or a black and white sheet of paper, even with any photos on it, that comes out of your laser printer. This photographer is definitely worth more. Here's the thing, clients are constantly judging your value based on what they can see, because it's not like they're looking at a shiny car to buy or a beautiful sofa. They're considering hiring you to create images that you haven't seen yet. So they're judging your value based on what they can see. So when they see that your prices are just printed out of your home printer, it looks like you just made them up this morning and you're not as professional, therefore you're not as valuable. I created mine and they're 5x5 and I print them at my lab called White House Custom Color. You can check them out, whcc.com. But I teach a program called Boutique Breakthrough for portrait photographers who are wanting to get rid of digital files, and some are even brand new, learning how to build a business from the ground up. But what we do is we give them templates. They have a couple to pick from. I show them what products that people are buying and how to price it, how to create it. So they have price lists to give their clients, and then they go and they print them and they actually have them. And it's really amazing to see the transformation with them of when they get these printed and they come in the mail, and how valuable they feel when they've been doubting themselves and they have this beautiful thing that shows their clients their work. It's just a really cool transformation. So add that to your list. Number 8, stop the knickknack paddywhack add-ons. I know, I call it knickknack paddywhack, but listen, as boutique photographers, we want our clients having big, bold artwork in our clients' homes or gorgeous books and albums. When I'm talking about knickknack paddywhack, I'm talking about like little jewelry add-ons or purses or rugs or even holiday cards. We can't stay in business just being a holiday card factory. Takes too much time, so we offer those later, if at all. So no more knickknack paddywhack. Number 9, kiss. Keep it simple, silly. When We're not the Cheesecake Factory. Have you ever been to the Cheesecake Factory? There's like a 30-page menu. How do they even know how to make all the things on their menu, right? We are specialty photographers. We can have a small little menu like a specialty restaurant. We don't have to be all things to all people. It's curated and simple so we can focus on the emotion of the session, not deciphering a giant price list. There are so many ways that a poorly designed, massive, improper price list can really send the wrong message to prospective clients. Believe it or not, it's true, and this little tool can change the game for you. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below letting me know what tip was most helpful.